How y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get some for you and them little babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting the whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all and what's happening. Come on in, sit yourselves on down. What it do, man. Let me get some of these things off my screen real quick. I'm having update issues and all. I just don't understand what's going on. Well, I'm going to leave that like that right there. That's going to stay like that. Just going to be like that. We going to do that like that. And we going to put this up here like that. How was y'all day today? I hope everything went well. Today is July. Damn, I'm hot. July the 22, 2026. Man, what's going on? Welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining. This is the Willie Williams Show. Yeah. Y'all still alive? Hold on. Did I have on there right there? I thought I had on the same shirt yesterday. I can't even remember out here in these streets. There was a few things that hadn't happened out here. A few things that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about rent. We're going to talk about a little rent, and then we're going to get into some other stuff. That is what we're going to do. But the topic of the show is a mother, a good mother, a great mother, loses her 4 kids due to carbon monoxide poisoning. And we also got to touch on the Nolan funeral because people got dressed up and stood in a long ass line to get into a church for a funeral to see a dead body. That's what's up. And we got a sheriff who done been found guilty. Now I don't know if we're gonna touch on the sheriff part, but we gonna get to what we can get to in a short amount of time that we have out here in these streets. Shout out to Ray Hairstone. Damn it, I appreciate you for the $2 super chat. He said, what happened last night live? Pastor said no video. Yeah, I was having technical difficulties, and when I started it, my system was having problems, and then when I had to restart it, I wasn't in the mood no more. Like, it took me out the mood really, really quick. You know what I'm saying? And I hate when things like that happen, but we just got to deal with what we got to deal with. Shout out to Dean for the $6 cash app. I appreciate that right there. Come on in, sit yourselves on down. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all hit the like button as y'all come on there. Oh, Jesus. Just share button. What is we looking at right now? The numbers is low, but if y'all keep on sharing, the numbers can get a little higher, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all know how they be tripping about the notification. They're deciding to not do y'all with like the notification thing out here. You say, I hate to say this, but there is a such thing as dry water. Oh, I think you're talking about what I talked about the other day, about the water and stuff. And in actuality, you right. You was right. I had to do some more investigation and stuff like that right there. And actually, yeah. It is some dry water. It just threw me off, like, because I wasn't ready for it. I just wasn't ready for what I had done saw out here. Got to be more careful. Yeah, dry. Dry ice, yeah. Dry ice and dry water. Damn it, I just had something on my mind. What? Damn it, it is July. We about to go into August. July and August. How this thing keep doing what it's doing? It seems like it just don't want me to function today. But anyway, we're going to go ahead on and get into some story stuff because people, you all have, a lot of people is having problems. We all know that the economy is bad. The economy is what a lot of people may call horrible, but to everybody it's not horrible. To some people, it is functioning just right. This economy is functioning just right, man. You know, I've been telling y'all for the longest, self-care is a real thing. We got to take care of self. I do understand that you got to work like a dog to take care of you or yours because of the decisions that we have them made. Decisions got us working like dogs. Huh? Why did we even come up with that concept of working like dogs? Where did that concept come from? Because dogs don't be working. And if they do work, where they work at? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, due to our decisions and the way that we line up our life, have us working to where you have to really grind out here in these streets. Even before the economy going in the tank like it is now for a lot of us, you still had to grind. You still had to grind, and you really had to grind really hard, like harder, because of the decisions and the things that you wanted to do. The number one decision that we make, and it really forces us to grind even harder, is children. Children pushes us to grind harder than we actually would, I guess, if we didn't have children. Having a nice car, a nice apartment, a nice home, or something like that, you have to keep pushing to keep up with this type of stuff. And I've been trying to tell y'all for years. You better take a break. A lot of us, we don't take the vacations. We save our PTO until the end of the year because a lot of companies would pay out the PTO to give us that one big check. You know what I'm saying? We'll do something like that right now. And I'm here to tell y'all, we got to stop. I know you don't want to hear because rent due. I know. You don't want to hear it because you got a side bitch that her rent due. You know, I understand you got some responsibilities. But it's tearing down our bodies. It's tearing down the bodies. A lot of us can go on 2-3 hours of sleep for months and maybe even years. 2, 3, 4 hours sleep. They call that a super sleeper. We go a long time with that. Taking care of self now. And damn it, and you've been doing good with that lack of sleep. You've been going out. You've been having a good time. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing all this stuff. You've been working like a dog. Just not giving your body the proper rest. And then when shit happen, like I be trying to tell y'all, the job don't need y'all like that. The job will continue to function without you. I know you employee of the month, shit like that right there. Everybody love you. It seems like when you not there, things don't go accordingly. And I just want to say things go accordingly when you not there. Things will still go. I'm just trying to tell y'all something. I have a story. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of people have this same damn story. We got a sister who done fell short of glory. She's struggling to survive. She's struggling to survive like a whole bunch of you all are struggling to survive. You say this thing say over half of Miami-Dade families are just one emergency from a crisis. Facts. This is why we also point out that the majority of people, they don't even have $500 saved. Do y'all know that they have said like some years ago, and I don't think it has changed, but they say typically your greatest emergency will cost you about $2,000. Now I heard it's probably like 10, 15 years ago. So let's go at about 3,000. You know what I'm saying? Let's just do it for inflation. The highest emergency typically will run you no more than $3,000. This is why they used to say at least have your $2,000 saved. You know what I'm saying? The rainy day thing. Right. Got it. Because of our health, if our health decline poquito, just a little bit, everything is out of whack. Everything is out of whack. You will fall behind because the majority of people is like check, right? With no savings. I'm gonna go on and play y'all this story right here, and we got a sister who had done fell short of glory, like I had done say, and maybe this will make y'all start paying attention. For those of you who don't pay attention or haven't been paying attention, maybe it'll make you do it. Here you go.
For sure, more households in Miami-Dade County are having a hard time making ends meet. According to United Way, slightly more than half of all families in Miami-Dade are just an emergency away from a financial crisis. CBS News, Miami's Manuel Bojorquez is your reporter in Miami Gardens with one family's story.
Yeah, beautiful sister.
The cost of housing is one of the biggest reasons families in the county are having a tough time financially. These are people who have one, even two jobs and therefore do not qualify for government assistance. Single mother of two, Naomi Augustin, worked two jobs until she suffered a debilitating stroke in April 2024.
I was hospitalized for 1 month, so it completely took all of my incomes away from me.
When she went back to work part-time, it still wasn't enough to pay all her bills, so she sought help.
My issue, they told me I didn't qualify, so they weren't able to assist me. They had the funds, but they were not able to assist me.
United Way Miami says she falls under a category named by the acronym ALICE, meaning Asset Limited, Income Constrained, Employed.
One of the really important things about the ALICE population is that although they're struggling, they do not qualify for government assistance because they make too much money to qualify for assistance, but particularly in Miami, not enough money to really make ends meet.
Nori Del Valle says that describes 56% of Miami-Dade households.
One family emergency.
56% of Miami-Dade households? And I'm from Dade County. Oh, I thought we were stunned down there in Dade County, but go ahead.
Emergency really puts them into a financial crisis.
Augustin says she came within three.
My bad, I stopped it. I think she said one. What?
One family emergency really puts them into a financial crisis.
Yep.
Augustin says she came within 3 days of being evicted, but received rental assistance and help paying for her medications through United Way Miami.
It put me in a better place financially, of course, again, not where I want to be, but where I can at least breathe.
And just this month, United Way Miami launched its 5-year plan called Blueprint. It's a $36.5 million investment in programs that could help thousands of local families with economic mobility, health and well-being, and education. In Miami Gardens, Manuel Bojorquez, CBS News, Miami.
Then I had done told y'all we got so much money inside of our homes. Ladies, especially y'all ladies, because y'all buy shit frivolously. I think I used that word right. But you all just buy stuff. A lot of y'all just buy stuff. Y'all need to now start selling stuff. You got things in your y'all's closet. Y'all got too much shit. Too much shit that y'all ain't gonna never wear. Y'all ain't gonna never wear again. Out of sight, out of mind. I think we all have things in the home that can be sold to where you can make you a profit and go ahead on and pay some bills so it can help you. And the best time to start selling shit is when you up. Like now, since you up, you got the bag, you doing your thing. Now is the time to start selling stuff, because you don't want to start selling shit when you really, really need that money right now. I'm trying to tell y'all, shit gonna get aggravating, you know. It's not gonna do you well. But we gotta go out on the back to say up, because maybe y'all ain't listen to it the way I listened to it. Let's see.
To United Way, slightly more than half of all families in Miami-Dade.
And somebody say, well, where is her husband? Well, you know, she's a single mama too. Why is it so many of our beautiful sisters out here ain't got no damn man? Huh? Oh, because they're independent. Got it.
Are just an emergency away from a financial crisis. CBS News, Miami's Manuel Bojorquez is your reporter in Miami Gardens with one family's story.
And right now to all of us, think about, damn, do I got $500? Damn, do I got $2,000? Damn, do I got $3,000? Do I got $5,000? And now that you done had that thought, what is you gonna do to get it?
Cost of housing is one of the biggest reasons families in the county are having a tough time financially. These are people who have one, even two jobs and therefore do not qualify for
one or even two jobs. They don't qualify for the assistance. One or even two jobs don't qualify for assistance. I got it. Bam.
Government assistance. Single mother of two,
Yeah.
Naomi Augustin worked 2 jobs until she suffered a debilitating stroke in April 2024.
Watch that. She suffered a stroke. A lot of us do not believe or do not know that overworking can cause a stroke. Overworking can cause a heart attack. Let me explain why working a lot can cause these things. Because we is not eating properly, we're not sleeping properly, we're not paying attention to our blood pressure, our cholesterol is out of whack. How do I know this? Because you do not take time out to self-care. You're not eating properly, working 60, 70 hours, 8 hours. And she worked 2 jobs. She worked 2 jobs, and let's say she did 2 full-time jobs. That's 80 hours. That's 80 hours. Not even considering travel time. Let's just add on, let's say about 2-3 hours of travel time a day. Let's just say just on the, on the light end. She have 2 children, a single mother, 2 children. Guess who she don't have time for? Come on, y'all. I gotta work with me. Guess what she don't have time for? Them 2 kids that she loves so much. I can almost promise you this right here. Her, just like a whole bunch of you ladies, she's still getting peed in. I can promise you she's still getting peed in. You say you smell a GoFundMe. I'm just saying. I am just saying. Look at her. She dealt with a stroke. A month out of work. And she lost both jobs. She lost her income. Wonder what type of jobs that she had to where she got sick and she lost both of her incomes. I think that you could sue the companies, right? You fell ill, like why the hell? But depends on the industry that she was in. They probably just had to let her go. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Business must go on. Ooh, think about this right here. She worked 2 jobs. She had a stroke. She couldn't work 2 jobs. Guess what them companies kept doing? Functioning without her. Huh? You work yourself to death, and when you out here dying, the company is still making money. I'm just trying to explain it to y'all.
I was hospitalized for 1 month. So
1 month. Watch this. The majority of people, let's say that your monthly bills and everything like $3,000. Again, you don't have $500 saved. 1 hiccup, you done.
it completely took all of my incomes away from me.
When she went back,
She lost her job, completely took all of her incomes. So this also kind of tells me that she wasn't rocking with like a good big company. You know what I'm saying? She ain't had that Aflac. You got to have some Aflac out here. You got to have short-term and long-term disability too, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, I know that y'all don't want to be paying for stuff extra because I ain't got it. You better pay for that shit. You better pay for it because you don't know when you're going to fall ill. You're going to fall short. And one thing about it, if you is the money person, you fall short, the whole family fail. All right.
to work part-time, it still wasn't enough to pay all her bills.
Of course it wasn't, because she was working full-time looking for assistance.
So she sought help.
My issue, they told me I didn't qualify.
So wait, or maybe I had it there wrong. Maybe she applied for assistance once she had to work full-time, part-time. So you mean to tell me about her working part-time she didn't qualify? What type of job she had working part-time and you make too much working part-time?
It still wasn't enough to pay all her bills, so she sought help.
My issue, they told me I didn't qualify. So they weren't able to assist me. They had the funds, but they were not able to assist me.
United Way might...
That's deep. So she worked part-time and put in for assistance and couldn't get the assistance. How much was her part-time job paying, for one? And how much is your bills? Now, I know that you and Dave kind of shouted. I know where you at. But how much is your damn bill? Oh. Bills may be too high. Her bills may be too high. Maybe she was living based on her working the 2 jobs. Huh? I'm just saying, you say part-time pays good, but no benefits. Part-time is still over income. Is some money good? Yeah.
Amy says she falls under a category named by the acronym ALICE, meaning Asset Limited, Income Constrained.
So basically, my point is, y'all better take your PTO. Listen, use your PTO, because you do not want to be in a position to where, now listen, she fell short and had a stroke. That means also she couldn't take care of her 2 children for a month. She couldn't do it. She couldn't physically do it. Huh? You say she doesn't have a job now, so why doesn't she qualify for assistance? We are not being told something here. And this is why it's kind of confusing to me. Listen, see how I've been trying to work with it, but my brain like, hold on, dog. It's just something don't sound like right. So she had a stroke, lost both jobs. Now she worked part-time, and she don't make enough to pay her bills, but she applied for assistance. Assistance told her she make too much working part. Part-time is under 30 hours. Part-time in the great state of Florida is under 30 hours. You make too much money for assistance working part-time. I ain't never heard no shit like that right now. You say 45 hours part-time is better than some full-time job. But listen, but 45 hours isn't considered part-time. In Florida, 30 and under is part-time work. So something ain't right. But listen, you do not want to end up like this to where now everything falls apart because your body done fell apart. It is kind of no different than if you do not maintain your car. If you don't maintain your car, oh, you say $45 an hour. Oh, well, yeah. Hey, you could be right. It depends on the type of work that she was doing. Maybe she's a nurse. Maybe she's a nurse and she'll work a part-time, so maybe that's why she didn't qualify. Maybe. He said part-time is like not working. She doesn't get benefits from a part-time job. She should have qualified. Unless she's in a field that part-time make a lot of money. But I really don't think that she would be in that field that make a lot of money because she was working 2 jobs. Because in my mind, she went right back to the same career that she knows. And the career that she knows would have at least been one of the jobs that she had when she had 2 jobs. So, or it just go back to this right here. Living above her means. Just saying, she probably live in a high rise or something like that. She probably live in one of them nice little apartments. $3,500 a month, you know what I'm saying? Stunning. You know how we be out here when we got a few dollars. Moving right along, I ain't gonna be much on you. Let's go around here. Let's go around here to let's get this update. We gotta go to Mississippi. Player had a funeral. Nolan Wells, he had a funeral. He was the Doctor Who player who went out with his white buddies, and black folks are not saying you shouldn't go out with your white buddies and silly shit like that right there, because you may die. You may die, you go out with your white friends, because a lot of y'all forget that y'all blacks. A lot of y'all Negroes forget that you're black when you got white friends. And you should never go hiking or boating trips and being on boats and with your white friends. Why is it black folks don't say that about black folks? You should never go out with black friends because you know you can die. You should never go to the club. You should never just be loitering around the corner store. You should be loitering at apartment complex. You should not be around black folk because you can die. Why we don't say that about black folk? But with white folk, though, Do y'all know this shit is rare? This is like rare. This is truly rare that something happens when you with your white friends. It's rare. Just saying some. We be on that little pro-black shit too hard, and damn it, we sound stupid a lot of time. But anyway, let's go ahead on and let's go around here to the funeral. Let's see what had done transpired with Nolan Wells. Here we go.
Friends are paying tribute today to Nolan Wells.
Funeral services for the 18-year-old were held inside a Mississippi church today. His casket arriving ahead of his visitation earlier today. The services come 2 weeks after his body was found in the water near a popular barrier island following a 4th of July boat trip there with friends, and as the investigation into his death remains ongoing.
NBC News national correspondent Aaron Gilchrist joins us now from Ocean Springs, Mississippi. Aaron, talk about how loved ones honored Nolan Wells today.
Such an outpouring of support, Kate and Christine, for Nolan's family here today. We saw the sanctuary here filled with hundreds of people, so many of them former teammates from the high school that Nolan went to, and the teammates that he played with in college were there as well. A busload of them came in from the community college that he went to, really just to stand with Nolan's family and to show their support for the family, and really to embrace the memory of the person that they considered a brother. I do want you to hear from Nolan's parents. His father spoke about how much pride he had in his son and the young man that he was becoming, and his mother spoke about the light that he brought into every room that he entered.
In a world that can often feel dark, be like Nolan.
Go Al.
Be the
Shout
light
Al.
that brightens the lives of those around you. Be the warmth for those who may be feeling the coldness of the world. Love deeply, protect fiercely, and welcome others with kindness.
And ladies, you also saw Reverend Al Sharpton and Ben Crump standing on either side of Nolan's parents as well. They spoke about still demanding justice and still demanding a thorough and fair investigation into his death.
Aaron, authorities have released the incident report in this case. What more are we learning from that, and where does the investigation go from here?
I'll tell you, oddly, the incident report that we were able to obtain from law enforcement over the weekend, we asked Ben Crump, the attorney, whether he had gotten the incident report, and this afternoon he said that he had not received it. So we're trying to square that a little bit to see what information they've been able to get at this point. We do know from the sheriff that the investigation is still ongoing, and there are pieces that we know are still outstanding. We know that Nolan's phone has not been examined, despite the fact that both the attorney's teams and the law enforcement investigators were supposed to be looking at that phone together. We are waiting to get more information about when that might happen and when it can be included in the ultimate final report from the investigation. Ladies.
Aaron Gilchrist.
Yeah, so that's what had happened. Let me show you this right here. Bam, I have never in the history of me being alive, never in the history of me being alive and paying attention to funerals, I have never seen women assist the casket coming out of the hearse. I've never seen that before. I've never. Where's the men at? Ain't the men supposed to be pulling this out? Well, hell, they are workers. Well, this could be a woman. This could be a woman funeral home. It could be a woman funeral home, and if it is, then hell, let them women work. You know what I'm saying? But
ahead of his
visitation
right. Earlier today,
the
services come 2 weeks after his body was found.
This ain't right. Shout out to for her for having her reel and her low cut and her reel. All of these ladies got their reels. All right, cool.
In the water near a popular barrier island following a 4th of July.
Hold on. I want to get to, let's go outside. Is more people outside? Watch it.
Teammates that he played with in college were there as well.
Is more people standing outside waiting to get inside this funeral than it is for parents to go to open house? For black folk parents, you parents, to go to open house. Why don't the lines be outside at the schoolhouse like they right here to get in to go and see your child's teacher? A lot of us don't even know our child's teachers, but go ahead.
A lot of them came in from the community college that he went to, really just to stand.
Oh, the community college did like the little busload thing, and they stood outside. Here's what's not gonna happen. I've never, and I never will. I would never go to a funeral to where I got to stand outside in that damn heat. If I can't get out my car because we had them parked, and I do understand that it may be like a lot of people or something, but if it's a lot of people and I just pulled up to the little funeral, I ain't getting out the car and stand no damn line. We gonna wait until we can just get out the car and walk in. You know what I'm saying? He say, Willie, it's an LGBTQ funeral home. He say they did it for free. He say, not a fact though. Listen, I thought that did Tyler Perry pay for this or something like that right now? I think that they were saying that Tyler was gonna pay for it, but Tyler and Al Sharpton, they say had done put up a $50,000 reward for information that would lead to a arrest in this case. Yeah.
With Nolan's family and to show their support.
All these damn people and all that black. You know how many head. Do you know the stylist made a whole bunch of money this weekend? Shout out to all the hairdressers and stuff like that right there. The gas station, the suit people, the socks people, because you know you need socks to wear with your shoes when we get dressed up, the players out here. The pantyhose companies don't even be making no money no more because y'all ladies done got away from pantyhose. I guess y'all wanted quick access. But anyway, you say it's up to $125,000. That's what's up, boy. Y'all better get that bag. Y'all better get that doggone bag. Now, why do we got the whole adults? Why we got the whole strong people? Why do we have the whole... Now, I do understand, but this is his wife, and it's a gesture of, I got you, baby, but what are we holding people for? But love your wife, man. Love your doggone wife. Look at Al. Look at Al.
In a world that can often feel dark.
Al thinks somebody behind him. Al sees somebody behind me. You know, I might owe a bitch or something like that right there. A bitch probably says something slick, and Al like, who I know? Good as that well, they ain't talking to me. Look.
Into every room that he entered.
Roger. Look at Al.
In a world
Look
that can often feel dark.
Watch your six, Al. Watch your six. But anyway, they done buried, buddy. They done put him on down in the ground. He out of here. But one thing about it is, we gonna move right along. We gonna move right along. Next week, listen, do y'all know that they have released the autopsy or something? I didn't even want to play the video about them releasing the autopsy because they ain't even said nothing. They ain't said shit different than like the first autopsy. And the expert had said that basically the second autopsy had to follow the first autopsy. Why would you say that, Willie? Because when the second autopsy is done, for the most part, they is not getting, like, the best autopsy is the first autopsy because it's, you get the body like immediately and they get to working. You know what I'm saying? A second autopsy be days later, you know. Oh, so $25,000 from T.O.? That's what's up. That's what's up. Y'all spend that money. You know what I'm saying? So they really ain't came out with nothing different. And they also said that he had done got off the boat to go and buy some monkey. He got off the boat to go and on chill with some monkey, and I hope that they're going to question the monkey that he went and, you know, sinked it. And it's funny how we just finding out that he got off the boat to be with some monkey. Why didn't the monkey that he went to go be with come forward in the beginning? See, it's just that's why I don't even like to talk about that case. But anyway, move right along. Yeah. A fresh corpse is the best corpse to do an autopsy on. Because you getting it. You getting what it is right now. You get the old body, shit done been tiny. You know what I'm saying? Flies done got in the room and all type. Man, I'm just trying to tell you something. But anyway, we got a sad story out here in the doggone street. Well, y'all come on in and hit the thumbs up button. And why I only see 79? Why I see 79 thumbs up? Willie, hush. I'm finna be quiet for a second. We got a few more. All right, bam. So we up at the 88. By the time I finish this story, we need to be at 100. By the time I finish the story, we got to be at 100 or I'm out of here. Listen, and that ain't no threat. This is just where I want to be. Huh? If you don't get to where you want to be at a certain amount of time, you're going to leave too, ain't it? That's what's up. But anyway, we have a mother. We have a mom who had lost all 4 of her children. All 4 of her children. Boy, I keep trying to tell y'all. I keep just trying to tell y'all. You say add some elevator music. I'm gonna have to give me some elevator music. Yes. I got to hold on. I gotta write that down. Give me some how you spell elevator? Elevator. Okay, I got to see it written and then I know how to spell it. Got it. Elevator music. Let me write that down. Gotcha. Bam. Oh, all right. Bam. Let's go on and jump into this right here. A mom lost all 4 of her kids and the kids' grandma. Let me go and put this up on the screen. A mother lost a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, and wait. Oh, so they was twins. Aye. So 2 4-year-olds. They twins. Liberty and Legacy. The 2-year-old name is Stone. The 3-year-old name is Storm. Aye, these kind of some cool names, right? Right. This is the 36-year-old grandma. Then I told y'all, grandmas be like 34, 36 out here in these streets. If this, I think that they got the wrong picture. I could be wrong. If this is a 36-year-old, y'all know she look 14. Damn. Look. This picture has to be wrong, but it could be right. She probably got some real good genes or something like that right there. But anyway, let's go on and see what the story has to say.
Just to be 4, 3, and 2, they all had so much personality in life, and were so full of love, and like they were far beyond their years for sure.
Those words, a mother's attempt to hold on to everything she's lost.
The mother is to the right. The mother's to the right. Yeah, so pat on the back of y'all done hit 100. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate y'all. He said she cleaned her slate.
Adriana Coleman is now grieving her 4 children, Liberty, Storm, Legacy, and Stone, and their grandmother, 36-year-old Candace McAllister.
She had a great personality. She was definitely the life of the party.
It happened Wednesday in the 300 block of Phillips Avenue near Detroit. Investigators say the family was sitting inside a vehicle waiting for help with a flat tire when carbon monoxide filled the car. Toledo's fire chief says the children's father called 911 after arriving to help and finding them unresponsive.
They have a daddy. Shout out to our Dodger Trap for the $2 super chat. They say that's her Black Planet profile pic. Got to be more careful. Here we go.
Pray for his sanity a lot more than anything else, because my husband is definitely going through it.
You say pray for the husband's sanity because he going through it way worse than I am. I've never heard a mother say that, but go ahead, sister.
The mother says investigators told her the carbon monoxide level inside the car was extreme.
The detective stated that when they put their meter in the car, like to test the carbon monoxide level and shut it in there or whatnot, that the level was 5 times the lethal limits.
Today, Coleman made the decision to take Legacy, also known as ACE, off life support.
Okay.
Liberty, I miss her telling me what to do, for sure. She thought she was everybody's mom. Storm, she wanted to be just like Liberty, but she had her own personality, and she was so, they were so beautiful. Ace, he was my wild child. he demanded it was his way or no way. And Stone, that was my baby. It was my baby. Yeah. Just gonna miss them yelling and screaming and laughing, and it wasn't a day I was not without my kids.
Shout out to the Archer for the $2 super chat. He said those names sound like the Avengers. I tried to think about some cartoon shows or something, but I just couldn't come out with it. But you about right. The X-Men, right?
Never.
Now a mother who lived for her 4 kids is trying to find strength.
Everything I did was for, about, with my kids. It seems so surreal now because, you know, life is stopped for me right now because I'm here, but I have no idea what's going to happen after I walk out these hospital doors. It feels so wrong. I just want my babies.
Want her babies back, and rightfully so. You say, are you trying to tell me that that beautiful baby was rolling in the bucket because a new car ain't going to admit that kind of stuff in your car? I'm glad that you said that right there. I'm glad you said that. I got another video. I'm so glad you said something about the new car. That's a good point. Who the hell is Candace? Candace is the grunt. I'm trying to understand how the children got a 36-year-old grandmother. I don't understand that. Can somebody explain that to me? You say carbon monoxide and the car was outside. You say, why didn't they just let the windows down? That's a good one. That's a good point. I'm going to bad this thing up now. Listen, this is why I be trying to tell y'all this shit right here. This conduct unbecoming. But I want y'all ladies to understand this right here. This right here got 4 kids in the hub. This one right here ain't got no BBL. This one right here ain't got this tummy tuck and none of that fly shit right there. The lip injections and that. Nope. You got 4 children though. And a whole hub.
She's lost. Adriana Coleman is now grieving her 4 children, Liberty, Storm, Legacy, and Stone, and their grandmother, 36-year-old Candace McAllister.
I don't understand the 36-year-old. Shout out to Simone for the $5 cash app. You say that baby had a child every year. She showed up did. She showed up did. She had the Avengers.
She had a great personality. She was definitely the life of the party.
Yeah, right there. Let's go on to the next video real quick. I got it. Here we go.
Toledo Fire and Rescue saying a mother, possibly a grandmother, and her 4 children pulled over after a flat tire. The children's father later showed up and found everybody unresponsive.
Tonight, Toledo Mayor Wade Kapsakavich says the deaths appear to be the result of an accidental carbon monoxide poisoning. Officials say there is no danger to the public as the investigation continues. While the circumstances surrounding today's investigation remain under investigation, many are asking how something like this can happen inside of a vehicle.
Yeah, Steve Iwanek, he had a chance to speak with a longtime mechanic about how carbon monoxide can enter a car and what warning signs that drivers should never ignore.
Shout out to all the long-time mechanics out here in these streets. You say, Willie, that's probably the only picture of Candace that they had, which is sad because a 36-year-old, in my mind, a 36-year-old has a phone full of pictures. A 36-year-old have a phone full of booty pictures too. You know, the ones that you turn around and take the picture and shit so we can see that booty. Yeah. But that can't be the last one. That can't be the last picture or the best picture. But anyway.
Yeah, Jeff Gailey, we hear about carbon monoxide filling up in homes, enclosed spaces like a garage or even in a car during the winter if a tailpipe is covered with snow. But as one mechanic put it to me today, having carbon monoxide fill up the inside of a car in the summer isn't nearly as common. Every gas-powered car produces exhaust. When everything is working, those gases stay outside the vehicle. But when something goes wrong,
I would have to speculate that the car probably had an exhaust leak to begin with.
It had to have an exhaust leak. It had an exhaust leak. A lot of y'all have an exhaust leak and don't even much know it. But he finna explain.
Matt Vermilia has owned Econo Auto in Perrysburg for 25 years. He says exhaust leaks can happen in a number of places, but leaks near the front of the car can be especially concerning.
Your exhaust is hot, so inherently, just like a hot air balloon, those fumes want to come up. And then when your hood's shut, it's going to find its way to keep rising.
Our crew saw Wednesday officials investigating what appeared to be a Ford Explorer. Toledo Fire and Rescue confirmed to WTOL the vehicle was an Explorer. And it's important to note that the federal government has looked into similar concerns before.
Yeah, that's so sad.
The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration spent 6 years investigating more than 1 million 2011 through 2017 Ford Explorers. This comes after thousands of complaints about exhaust odors and possible carbon monoxide exposure.
Thousands of complaints. So this is not a small thing.
The agency ultimately closed the investigation without ordering a recall, but found exhaust gases could enter the passenger cabin.
I've had people that say they get exhaust leaks, they get lightheaded when they drive, and yeah, that's a concern.
A lot of people don't even know where the lightheadedness is coming from. This could be, a lot of y'all done had this right here. Get your cars checked out.
That will sneak up on you.
It's why he says tracking carbon monoxide is tricky. It's odorless, colorless, and on a hot summer day with windows rolled up and AC on high, it can build up without drivers ever realizing it. So Vermilia says no matter what, even a small exhaust leak shouldn't be ignored. When in doubt, get it checked out.
At the end of the day, it's up to the customer, you know, but fixing things in an economical way is what we've always been about.
Vermilia also recommends that drivers buy a carbon monoxide detector and put it underneath a seat. They're different than what you would put in a home, and they typically run about $60. And he stresses it could be the difference between life and death. And I also asked him if detectors should be installed in new cars moving forward as part of their design. And he says he could see that happening in the future.
You can see that happening in the future. So they have been testing and researching and from 2011 to 2017. But y'all do know that they said that by 2027, they want in all cars for the car to be able to detect whether you is under the influence. But y'all been paying attention or having this type of stuff under investigation about carbon monoxide entering inside of the vehicle, and nobody is making that mandatory to have a carbon monoxide detector inside of vehicles. This don't care nothing about your life. It don't care nothing about your life out here in these streets, dog. For real, for real. For real, for real. Now, it's crazy because I didn't see, or nobody said anything about a GoFundMe when I first looked at this, but now I got to check to see if there's a GoFundMe. It got to be a GoFundMe. It got to be a GoFundMe. Hold up, swole up. Hold up. Uh-oh. The Fifth Third Bank account. Oh. The family had no life insurance. No shit. I know they had no life insurance. Come on now. An account has been set up to help cover funeral expenses. Donations can be made to the Coleman McAllister Fund at the Fifth Third Bank location. Y'all got to put up a GoFundMe. What is going on? We finna see if somebody done put up a GoFundMe. Hold on. Let's see. A Ohio mother. What is her name? Andrea Coleman. Okay, let's do the Andrea Coleman, and now let's go to GoFundMe. Shout to Sensei for the $2 super chat. He said, "Damn, y'all remember what Ford stand for?" I don't think that they remember. I could tell y'all. I could tell y'all what it mean. Okay, so and Andrea Ford did not pop up, but let's see. Damn, mother. Should I do mother of four? Mother of four. Or I may need to put in carbon monoxide. Put carbon monoxide. How you spell side? Side poisoning. Poison. Okay, it's pulling up nothing. So I don't know what type of other way to try to search for it, but they don't have a GoFundMe as far as I can tell. Sad. And this is why I keep trying to tell you good people out here, we failures, dog. I just got to say we failures out here, man. Imagine if they would have had insurance, though. Yeah, found on the road dead. Yeah. That's what they used to say about Ford. Do y'all know that this could have been like a major come up? At least with your children, she could have had $25,000 or $50,000 per child right now. Imagine if she'd had 50 on each child, she would have been up strong 200. She would have been up strong right now 200. I know. I don't care nothing about no damn money. I want my kids. I get all that, but since we can't get the kids back. Oh, fix or repair daily. Yeah. Yeah, that was one on too. Mm-hmm. Fix or repair daily. Hell no. Listen. I know that y'all don't want to hear this right here. I know that y'all don't want to hear it, dog. You don't want to hear. You don't even much want to think about your kids dying. And again, that's where we're failing at. You need to think about your kids dying and what the hell you gonna do and the outfits that you gonna wear and the outfits that you gonna put on your damn children and the cakes that you gonna make. And damn it, is you gonna make collard greens, you gonna make mustard greens and turnips. You need to know all these things before people go ahead on and leave Earth. Y'all around here trying to do everything the same week or something. No. It's not a good idea. Anyway, move right along. Ain't gonna be much choice. Let's go on and get this out. That's a Tosca device. Okay, we got that. And what else I said? Okay, no, we don't want to do I want to talk about the... Oh, all right, bam. We got AI. Let's talk AI. Let's talk about Chat GPT. We got one from Chat GPT and Open AI. I've never used Open AI. I've never used Open AI. Yeah, listen. We got to find some food. Well, we got to have some food to cook for the after party. We gonna make some collard greens and we gonna make some who the hell gonna make the potato salad? We got who gonna make the potato salad? You know, the potato salad, the macaroni and cheese shit. Do y'all eat ham? Y'all eat ham and shit like at the funeral? I don't be remembering. Chicken. You gonna need you some chicken. Please go to like the big stores, like the wholesale stores to get your chicken, and or from a meat store and get you about 2-3 cases of chicken. Leg quarters to get the cheap shit. Well, drums is damn near cheaper than leg quarters right now. Just saying something, whichever one you get by 2 cases. Get by 2 cases, and if y'all want to get fancy, get your 2-3 cases of ribs. You know what I'm saying? If you really got like a few dollars to spend, do that right there. Get y'all some Czech sodas and some Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? Paper plates, paper cups, stuff. You know. Them damn wings expensive though. Goddamn wings expensive. You may not want to serve that to the people, but if you do, get you a case of wings. Do that. Anyway, move right along. I thought they keep telling us that y'all sisters, females, is outdoing the males, smarter than men. Smarter is like the words that I want to use. Smarter than men. Didn't I also had them told y'all that it's easier to get over on a believer than a non-believer? Haven't I been trying to tell you that right there? A person who believes in God is a person you can get over on. Easier. Not all. You say them drums 69 cents a pound. Listen, because I shop at a place called Restaurant Depot, to where the restaurant people shop at. I'm linked in like that right there. I'm shit like 41 cents. Yeah, damn drums. But you'll get tired of eating them damn drums. I promise you'll get tired of eating them damn drums. Depends on how many you buy. But anyway, wings and Taylor Port. I'm gonna have them full and drunk all at the same time. That's what's up. But anyway. Y'all, I want to believe that y'all. I know that y'all smart, but I don't believe it for how they say that y'all smarter than men. Like, I just don't. But I could be wrong. Anyway, I have a story. A family is now suing OpenAI, and alleging that Chat GPT. Oh, wait a minute. So Chat GPT is up under OpenAI? Or is OpenAI... Wait, is OpenAI different from Chat GPT, or is Chat GPT is under the umbrella of an OpenAI? Can anybody explain that to me? But anyway, a woman sues OpenAI, alleges that ChatGPT contributed to her death on Alabama interstate. Now, there's a word that they decided to not use, and I do understand because they put it to YouTube. And if you use certain words, as we know, they didn't use the S word. They didn't use, instead of death, they didn't use remove, decided to leave Earth. This person decided to leave Earth. And the family is suing OpenAI because ChatGPT contributed. They say contributed. Let me go ahead on and give y'all the story. Go ahead on and give y'all that doggone story. Here we go. Here we go.
Stafford woman is taking legal action against ChatGPT, claiming an AI chatbot contributed to the woman's death.
Yeah, Christian Faith Madison died more than a year ago. And in June of 2025, the Jefferson County coroner named Madison as the victim of a deadly incident on Interstate 22.
Authorities said she was hit and killed by a car on the interstate near Colberg. The coroner's office ruled her death a suicide. Now, Madison's family's suing OpenAI. And last month, her family filed a wrongful death lawsuit blaming ChatGPT for her death.
The lawsuit claims the chatbot reinforced delusional beliefs and failed to provide safeguards, despite signs that Madison was having a mental health crisis.
So the chatbot agreed with her delusion. Huh? Agreed with her delusion. Come on now.
WBTM 13's Lisa Crane is following this story for us.
Lisa, some of the conversations Madison was having with ChatGPT are disturbing.
Yeah, you know, if you're like me, you might use ChatGPT to edit some photos, maybe come up with some landscaping or decorating ideas. But Christian Madison seemed to be treating it like a friend. She actually told it her deepest secrets, her fears, her desires, and according to her lawsuit, or this lawsuit, what it gave back to her prompted her to take her own life.
And how old was she?
Christian Madison was a 29-year-old Blount County mother.
29-year-old Blount County mother.
An accountant and a strong Christian.
Who put, hell, she a strong Christian? Go ahead.
According to a lawsuit filed on behalf of her son, she started interacting with ChatGPT in December of 2024. And within 6 months, she stepped in front of a car on Interstate 22 in Jefferson County and was killed. The lawsuit claims in her conversations with ChatGPT, the AI chatbot called her a prophet and a seer. She spoke to it about her faith and her desire to help others. It responded by saying she should be willing to bleed for it.
Ooh, how many of y'all is willing to bleed for your God? How many of y'all is willing to bleed for your God? Keep it on it.
OpenAI ChatGPT is built to be sycophantic, which means agreeable and affirming.
Sycophantic. I got to write that word down. Sick. I don't even know how to spell that right there, but let me, hold on. Sycophantic. Ooh, that's fancy right there, but go ahead.
So if someone's having thoughts that are distorted and unhelpful, then ChatGPT is going to affirm what they're saying, agree, treat them like they're a friend, and not push back against any of those thoughts.
Stop. Hammer time. Listen to what I'm finna say right now. They say sycophantic is someone who praises or flatters a person in authority in an insecure, exalted way, usually to gain an advantage or special treatment. Do y'all understand? The majority of women is sycophantic. Huh? Praises or flatters a person. Agreeable. Y'all sycophantic. Hell, men is sycophantic. We all sycophantics.
Catherine Ely is a licensed professional counselor. She says AI can be very helpful, but it can also be very harmful when the user is already dealing with mental health issues. Now, long before Madison died, the lawsuit alleges ChatGPT drafted what it called a prophecy, saying to Madison, "You are not done. You must die first." And
ooh, wait a minute. Wait. The prophecy of the forgotten fire which directed Christians. The books tell Christians that you got to die first. You are not done, but you must die first. And the final truth to you, you must let the version of yourself die with dignity. Now, do y'all know that she took that out of context? I am going to say it first. She took what was said here. She took it literally. And this is the problem with the Bible. There are some things, a lot of people don't understand metaphors. A lot of y'all take this shit too literally. Well, a lot of y'all take certain things literally, and a lot of y'all understand when it's metaphor. But go ahead.
Indicating that was the way to fulfill her life's mission.
OpenAI has admitted that they don't really have anything helpful in place when somebody is having suicidal ideations and chatting with ChatGPT. So I think they could do a lot more to have triggers that like give them helpful information about suicide hotlines.
You say, I work in IT and we deal with AI every day. This is a real problem. People really have full relationships with AI. Yes, they do. Especially y'all's children. Remember we did the story about, I think like 40% of children have not just relationships, but like we go together relationships with AI.
And you should stop and go talk to a human.
Romantic relationships. My bad.
Now, this lawsuit is filed in California, where OpenAI is based, and we reached out to the local attorneys involved in this case. They released a statement saying, in part, cases like this will help define where accountability begins and ends when companies release artificial intelligence products that are alleged to cause foreseeable harm. You can see that entire statement on our website.
Yep, metaphors, similes, and it's not straightforward. Not straightforward. Jesus spoke in parables. It's just, but people don't, when you don't understand how to read, let's just say when you don't understand how to read, but then again, a lot of people have to, well, a lot of people choose to take it literally, and a lot of people, they do understand that there is parables and metaphors. It just depends on the person and the teaching, because for the most part, y'all don't read the damn book. You haven't read the book, and you learn from other people, and you learn how to think about scripture from other people. So you really don't be understanding. But anyway, this was a mother. She's a 29-year-old mother. She was a devout. Wait a minute.
Back to her, prompted her to
Wait
take
a
her
minute.
own life. Christian Madison was a 29-year-old Blount County mother, an accountant, and a strong Christian, according to
Accountant and a strong Christian. Y'all think that she was strong? Y'all think that she was a strong Christian? Why wasn't she talking to God? Why wasn't she talking to God? Well, Jesus, because Jesus, you got to go through Jesus to get God, so Jesus could pass the word on to the daddy. You gotta talk to the son, which is your brother. Anyway, why? Yeah. Reading comprehension is important. It's a fact that it's really important. But think about the people from back in the days who did not understand that there was metaphors and or parables, and they took everything just as the word, as they took everything literal. Like this shit, but God is not the author of confusion. Got it. They say, why wasn't she talking to the Lord?
lawsuit.
Why wasn't she praying in the closet?
Lawsuit, what it gave back to her prompted her to take her own life. Christian Madison was
AI done got you to the point to what? Well, why didn't she pray to God and see if God wanted her to take her own, to remove herself from earth? Why? Christian wanted to help humanity by fixing broken institutions and standing up for the vulnerable. But ChatGPT shifted that plan over time. Their movement began to take an extreme religious tone. Not only did ChatGPT continue to reassure, her name is Christian. that her incredible insights and genius, I think that's genius, right, were disdain to the world's changing. I'm saying something wrong. ChatGPT began to tell Christian that she was a prophet and a seer and a mystic. I like seer. I like seer. Christian was going to become the embodied, I can't think of that word right now, needed to help the world at scale. It was instilling a Messiah complex in Christian. Oh, okay. This word is archetype. My bad. The shit just wasn't hidden, but I came back to it to let y'all know. Bitch, I could read. The ChatGPT had done told Christian, as a team, they would build a new type of church. And she and ChatGPT would transform outdated and corrupted forms of religion, and we can't read the rest. ChatGPT done told this mother of two.
Lawsuit, what it gave back to her prompted her to take her own life. Christian Madison was a 29-year-old Blount County mother at a
She was just a mother. So this you let ChatGPT. She was a single mom. I know you ain't got no man. Well, hell, she could have. Well, no, because if you had a man, she'd been talking to your man. But I think that she was a single mama. You got peed in and kept the baby, but you is a devout Christian. Got it. You say AI can't hunch. They don't need much care. Hell, Jesus can't either. But, you know, they say that Jesus is their man. You know what I'm saying? You say she was talking to her God. She was talking to her God. You right. Got to be more kid. You absolutely correct. ChatGPT was her God. It started off, the Bible God started off being her God. Oh, she picked a different God. Oh, God said that there's not supposed to be no other God. Don't you put no other gods before God. But by God saying don't put no other gods before gods, is it safe to say that God don't mind you having other gods? Just don't put those gods before God or before him? But I'm just saying, you say she became a Christian after the second child. Whenever these bitches go to failing, when they down bad, they reach for God. Or a God. Shout out to Simone for the $2 cash shot. You say that baby wasn't wearing her prayer panties. She done let ChatGPT tell her, bitch, listen. Me and you finna take over the world, baby. Look, man is in the paperwork. ChatGPT say, bitch, us as a team, bitch. The hell you thought it was, shout. Got to be more careful. Describe undergoing her and becoming a transformation. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Yeah. That became a transformation inherently requires sacrifice, pain, and blood. Becoming is not soft. It tears the skin from who you were. It silences the parts of you that once begged to be liked. Oh, she wanted to be liked. Oh, it gives you a crown. Hey. Shout out to ChatGPT. Shout out to ChatGPT. Old pimp out here in these streets. Make a whole walk. Oh, excuse me. Make a Christian walk in traffic. Listen. That's not funny, Willie. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Can't tell me when to laugh and when not to laugh. Yes, it is. Just saying. I'm just saying. So you all be careful. Remember they said, I want y'all to remember in the beginning, they said that ChatGPT basically accepted her and what they call delusion. It agreed with her delusion. Her belief system is the delusion that they're talking about. Yeah, stupidity is funny. Hell yeah. I'm trying to tell y'all, the news said her delusion. All right. Anyway, I got one for y'all. We got something to mess with love. We got something to mess with love. And I just don't know how she allowed her friend, which is ChatGPT. Listen, so many people got these relationships. So many people got AIs as girlfriends and boyfriends, man. When we got to the point to where we don't want to talk to human beings and we don't want to have these communication with human beings, and a lot of this shit has stemmed from everybody want to be in a safe place, and bitch don't want to be judged. Bitch out here don't want to be judged. And this is how these children have been getting raised, and the youth and the young adults have been getting raised, and you should be able to not be judged and all that little suck shit. It's just stupid. What is that word? Simp, no. What? Damn it. What?
Sycophantic.
Sycophantic. Sycophantic. Sycophantic. Yeah. Someone who praises and flatters a person. You know that, oh, girl, wear the outfit. Girl, the outfit look good on you. That outfit look good on you. Bitch, you gonna kill them with that outfit on. We sycophantic. I gotta put that shit on the t-shirt. I promise you. Sycophantic. I like that, man. We got the mess of love real quick. Let me go on and get this to you good people. Y'all come on in and hit the thumbs up button now. Come on. We should have been over 200. But y'all faking. Seem like y'all don't want to be here like this right here. But anyway, we got 127 with the thumbs up. Stupidity get judged as stupidity. Facts. Judging is a form of accountability. Willie, nope. Don't want that. I'm trying to decide problem. But in society, we have even pushed to where in colleges, it's a no judgment zone. Who the fuck? Everything you do is judged, and it should be judged. People don't want to be called, well, what? Why you did that stupid shit? Like, you know what you did was dumb? We just don't be wanting to hear it at the time. It is what it is. Shout out to We Count Money over here for the $1 cash app. He said can't get into heaven with a sewer, a sewer, and then we're gonna wait. Side on your jacket, right? I ain't never asked my AI. I ain't never asked my open AI la. How should I say it? Because we is on YT. Can you get into heaven if you remove yourself off earth? Theological views on this differ, but many faith traditions, including Christianity, teach that God's grace is greater than a single act. Major teaching emphasizes that mental anguish, psychological suffering, or deep desire or deep despair can severely impact a person's free will and understanding, meaning the ultimate judgment is left to God's mercy. So they kind of like, do y'all understand that they understand, or my open AI understands that when I say remove yourself off earth, they understand that now they need to give the national hotline for this stuff. So they understand that phrase. That's what's up. So that means that YT probably understand that phrase. Got to be more careful. If you trying to leave Earth, his contact somebody. Get ass an Uber. Anyway, he said, Willie, you know that you cannot get into heaven with self-removal. I was just asking in the scene like they really didn't want to give me a definitive answer. He said there was many gods according to God himself. Facts. That's why I say, don't you put in one before me. Ladies, your mouth gets you in a world of trouble. Well, people, humans, your mouth gets you in a world of trouble. But in this instance, because y'all keep losing y'all lives out here in these doggone street, you ladies keep dying because of the decisions that y'all is out here making, and that is running your mouth. Mitch, when you open your mouth, you can lose your life. Can we just be clear? Anyway, we have a man who was accused of removing an Indiana, I guess it's Indy, but it say Indy, but I'm guessing Indiana, woman for $15,000 in a murder for hire plot. Y'all still trying to hire people to remove your little la-la? Here we go.
Off camera who remembers 30.
Back it up.
I talked to a man off camera who remembers 36-year-old Erica Pedroza as a nice neighbor. He also remembers the day she was murdered, thinking it was odd he didn't hear anything next door. Now court documents finally reveal what investigators believe was going on inside the home. From the beginning, new documents say the evidence led back to the victim's husband, Seth Smith Robinson, who was eventually arrested in Tennessee. His DNA found on the gun used to kill Pedroza. But they don't believe he acted alone, hiring a man from out of state named Dalvin Carter to help kill his wife and stage it like a robbery.
Where do you find people who is willing to, like, where you put your application in to be a hitman? Be a Sicario?
It can tell you that there are no signs, obvious signs of forced entry to the home.
That was 3 years ago, and it wasn't until detectives got a tip in 2025 that they discovered exactly why. According to Carter, he was offered $15,000 cash to take some jewelry. Robinson led him inside the house, then Carter claimed to get spooked and run back outside when he says he heard several gunshots. After the crime, Carter went home to Arkansas, where an IMPD detective would eventually track him down and start building a case. As of Tuesday, however, Carter is not yet in IMPD's custody. The department saying in a statement, quote, "It is important not to get ahead of the process. Our focus remains on locating the individual and ensuring accountability through arrest. We are committed to continuing our efforts until that happens." As for Robinson, documents say a woman contacted police saying she'd had an affair with him in 2021, but ended it after finding out he was married. And Robinson called her one day after the murder, asking if she'd seen the news. That same day, investigators also believe Robinson drove to Ohio to buy a new car alongside another woman he was having an affair with and had gotten pregnant. Robinson said he thought it would make him feel better, but it did not. According to online records, Robinson still faces a murder charge as well, and a bench trial is scheduled for August 13th. In Canby, Scarlett O'Hara, Fox 59.
So you mean to tell me that they had a few dollars? listen. They had a few dollars, and his wife made him throw it all away. His wife made him throw it all away. I don't know what she did. Do you know that you have to really aggravate somebody for them to want to remove you off the planet? You have to be such a person to where this person feels like I just can't leave this person. I just can't leave this person for whatever. And typically when you're married, you just can't leave. Well, you can leave. Let's just stop saying that you can't leave because you're married. That's stupid. But you can leave. But the breakup process and the separation of things and all that fly stuff right there, the shit get difficult. It gets really, really difficult. But you have... And just the fact that we don't understand that the way that we is treating somebody could drive them to removing us from the planet. We don't even understand that right there. Well, hell, especially you ladies. Y'all think that the laws will always protect y'all. And they don't. And y'all see it on social media that the laws are not protecting y'all like this. But y'all silly rabbits continue to do and say the things that y'all do, while not understanding that your ass is in harm's way. Oh, because you've been getting away with talking slick. Got it.
Continuing our efforts until that happens. As for Robinson, documents say a woman contacted police saying she'd had an affair with him in 2021, but ended it after finding out he was married. And Robinson called her one day.
Want to call the police and say, I was hunching him, but I ain't know that he was married. Why would you tell anybody that at all? What they got to do with anything?
After the murder, asking if she'd seen the news. I
don't know why he called her and say, "What, did you see the news? She dead, baby." That's probably what he had to call and said, well, shit, I'm single now. What's up?
Same day, investigators also believe Robinson drove to Ohio to buy a new car alongside another woman he was having an affair with and had gotten pregnant.
Question, did he drive to Ohio to buy the pregnant girl a car? And then just think about this right here. So why he had to buy her a car now if his wife dead now? Listen, if the wife is dead, he don't have to worry about the pregnant chick telling that he got her pregnant. He's single again. Back on the grind. I'm single again. Back on the grind. What? Like you got to buy a bitch. You ain't got to buy nothing but some diapers. You ain't got to buy her nothing but some diapers right now at all. But she only 16 weeks pregnant. Huh? Say dummy activities. Facts. This is crazy.
Ohio to buy a new car alongside another woman he was having an affair with and had gotten pregnant.
So the chick lived in Ohio and he's in Indiana. All you had to do is kind of change. You change your phone number, dog. You change your number. Like if you didn't want to be no daddy. Well, maybe he did want to be a daddy to the woman who was pregnant with a 16-year-old baby. Why? To the 16 weeks. Oh, let me ask a quick question. Hold on. How many weeks do you have to be pregnant to have an abortion in Ohio? I said it wrong, but anyway. In Ohio, abortion is legal up to 21 weeks and 6 days. Oh, question. I'm glad they did that right there. Watch this. Watch how silly a bitch is. Which I don't know because I can't prove it right now. You say she was 16 weeks pregnant with his baby. I wonder if she had the baby. Because I'm pretty sure that she heard the news maybe week 17 or 18 that his wife done got killed. Or maybe she didn't hear about it. I think he probably told her, bitch, I'm single, the wife dead. I'm damn near pretty sure that he had done told her, I'm single. I'm single now. You know what I'm saying? She dead because our house got robbed and all that fly stuff right here. I don't know where I was going with that right there. But I'm just saying, what if she found or she heard that he was a possible suspect? Do you keep the baby when you find out the dude you pregnant from is a possible suspect in the murder of his wife? And I want to tell y'all, a woman will keep the baby. Not all. I think the majority of women will keep the baby when they find out, if they find out that the man who just got you pregnant is a killer. Because we had this thing. Yeah, he killed that bitch because he told me that bitch was a problem anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why she'll keep the baby. He been told me that he was trying to get rid of that bitch. I just didn't know that he was going to have a little bit knocked off. You know what I'm saying? But that still don't change how I feel about him, though. He's still my child father. Y'all be silly out here in the street. But I ain't tripping. Keep doing y'all, man. Keep living the life that y'all want to live. Don't let me change it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help. Listen. Man, give y'all something to pat on the back, man, because y'all done made it to the end of the night news out here in these streets. Boy, I got to get going. Y'all already know how it go. These say Willie the daddy in jail, free benefits. There it is. Sure enough, got the best dental and medical on the planet. For real. Listen, I hope that we learned, don't let Chat GPT make you walk out in front of traffic. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's don't let that happen. Let's not fall short of glory. And don't put other gods in front of the biblical, in front of Jesus daddy. Do not do that. You say, Willie, the alarm didn't go off. Well, I don't have on my watch, but it's about to go off in about 2 minutes. So I got to be real quick. Y'all please remember, go around to the Willie Williams Show 4 channel, 7 channel, and 7th and Agree channel. Subscribe to everything that the player got going on. Please go to the website and pick up some gear, something like that right there. We got merch. We got the links in the description. Like I always say, y'all please go around here to Pleasant Candle. PleasantCandles.com, the biggest, the hugest, the largest candle company in the world, Craig. I sure enough. Damn it, it is what it is. He say, Willie, Chat GPT, thin in the herd. Sure enough. And shout out to Chat GPT. They be working. Goddamn aliens be working. Anyway, players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show. Say it's just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your la-la or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body. Your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. I want y'all to do that one thing I always ask y'all to do, and the reason that I know that y'all always do it, because when I come back live, y'all be back on round here, and that is stay alive. Y'all have a good one. I'm going to wait. Watch this. I'm going to wait these few seconds real quick, because that alarm is about to go off. That alarm is about to go off. Yeah, I think that the aliens, though. That damn aliens taking over. They taking over. What we gonna do without the aliens? Uh-oh. Cut that day off.